People and know the badness come down already. You know, so we are going to record Mutabaruka in a real time. Yeah, man, so all I have to do is just share it to your grandmother, your grandfather, your loved ones in your yard. The cat and the dog. Yard and a bro.
One Uptown TV. Yo, enough there, me I represent. Da, 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 da. Bang.
Birthday, and it was a big celebration, a night market. For those of you who missed it, it was wonderful. We're going to play some Greg Isaacs as our contribution on the radio to Greg Isaacs. You know, him have a whole heap of tune, whole heap of music. It was his birthday yesterday, must be 75, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It must be 75. I mean, I tell you, man, the man, easy rocking. Greg Isaacs, we're supposed to interview Mitzi with our little children book. Yes, nice. I was going to make some outside broadcasts, well, connection with the people, them long a man to go beer. You know, say Sumfest week that everybody are head for down there. So all of that will happen. So stay tuned. Music. As I said, them have a wonderful thing for him last night up a night market. You know, and people come, all of the artists them come, really show them respect. Yes, and we feel good about that. We're going to continue with Gregory for a while, and then we're going on some other thing. We'll take the break and come forward, and then interview. Yes, I started some Gregory, as we tell you about the celebration last night, and we play some Gregory where people hardly play. So we will play this one here, and then we hope say meet up on the line to do the interview. So this one here is yours truly and Gregory. Hard to play. Here goes. Oh. This is the cutting edge where, as we say, we're going to interview a sister, you know, the way it's part of the Rastafari, what we call it now, groups of Rastas. Easy to read book for children, and we want to highlight it because we feel it's very important, especially when Rasta do them kind of work, yeah. And we find it very interesting that the book is so easy to read. I sit down and read it off in a whole heap of people around the place, and we just read it off. I would decide we want to talk to her. Good night, Missy.
Good night, Mota.
How you do?
I am giving thanks. I'm so grateful that you have given me some time on the cutting edge.
Well, of course. Yes, all right. As I said before, the book is easily, it's read off. I can read it off in not even 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I read it off, and I realize you make a whole heap of effort to present it in a certain way. Tell me the genesis of this move. What's the genesis?
All right. So, I always consider myself a writer, you know, and I always want to write children's books. In fact, I've written a lot of children's books. This is just my first one published. So I was in the process of writing a children's book in relation to Rastafari, liberty and culture. And I would say that I've finished it, but, just in assessing what it's going to take me to do the editing and the illustrations that I need, one of my daughters said to me, "Mommy, why you don't just do something easier, that with a message?" And I just did it before I went to my bed in the night. The whole concept of ICANN came to my mind, and so I had to find the name of a child or a girl. I thought of a girl at the time that would rhyme with can. So the name Fran came to me, so I just used it. I really didn't know anybody named Fran. I know people named Francine, but I needed something that rhymed with can, because can has been a part of my own challenge in terms of my confidence, even as a child. And so maybe I was tapping into my own, inner child and speaking to myself, and hopefully to speak to boys and girls that might have that challenge themselves to really, just know that they can, even at times when everything seems to be telling you no, So that was the whole thing. And then, Marcus Garvey's speech on self-confidence has always been something that has been special, because I think it's also a very clear message. So to anybody at all in terms of just
confidence in self.
Yes, the confidence in self, And then His Majesty has a speech that he made in 1963, which is also very special to me. Today we look to the future calmly, confidently, and courageously. So calmness, confidence, and courage are three very important virtues for me as an adult. And, I just felt like writing a book, and I wanted it to be a picture book. So picture books are children's books that kind of cater to a younger age group before children reach to the chapter book age. So it was important for me to have illustrations that would complement the writing, and help children to see what the story is saying with pictures.
Or you come to the story itself, because you have a flow go on there, and it's not just you write something for your children. One said this, and then she said that, and then she said that. Or you come to the flow of the story, what is behind the story. No, I mean, I know what it ends with, what it's supposed to do, as I say, can, but how you come to the flow.
All right. So, as I said, it's all about focusing on a child's confidence, a little girl's confidence. So I had to find something that could be the focal point, and the focal point of the story is that the little girl has big feet. And so, naturally, when you have anything at all about your body that stands out, you become a target for bullies, you become a target for teasing, you become a target for people beating down your confidence, So I really wanted her to have something that would help her to understand that no matter what, she can do what she wants to do. So, that's how it came about. She had big feet. She was born with big feet and told everything she can't do. So she decided that, hey, I'm not listening, And she met a lot of bullies along the way who laughed at her, and ridiculed her. And she really loved football. So that's another thing. Again, I kind of wanted to pull some of Jamaican culture and personalities within the football arena out of Jamaica. So she kind of focused on the reggae girls who, the reggae girls kind of stand out to a lot of young girls now, because football is not something that was a traditional sport for women and for females. So the reggae girls coming about within our sports space was crucial for young girls who, had that dream of being a girl footballer. So the whole thing about football is because it's a sport that would probably challenge her in terms of playing. With her very big feet.
It's amazing. It's amazing that you go for a big foot rather than a too black girl. No, because traditionally people that talk about not accepting because you're too black, but you actually bypass that and go to Bigfoot.
Yes, I wanted, and Muta, the funny thing about it was that I don't really know. I think my feet are big, I thought so as a girl, but I never saw it as a hindrance. Yeah. But the funny thing is, the very first time I got an opportunity to read my book, because I actually published it on Amazon last year, August. I deliberately did it on Marcus Garvey's birthday, the 17th of August. That was the day it was published on Amazon. But the first time I got to read it was at a literature festival that was hosted by Dr. Amina Blackwood Meeks, and she invited me. You know, she's a children's book author herself. And, you know, I expected on that day, and at least all of us expected that there would have been a participation of a lot of schools of different ages. But funny enough, the group that came out were high schools, you know, and I'm here now, all of us were there with children's books expecting younger children. So we had to find a way, you know, to bring our children's books and introduce to groups of high school girls, especially. And it was very interesting because the message, they really got the message, you know, and there were girls in the group that had very big feet and were kind of overconscious about it and thinking that people really ridiculing them. So, you know, in asking schoolmates and things, you know, they really found that their feet were very big, and because of that, there were some things that they just never did, like dancing and things that you probably need to be graceful looking, you know. So, yeah, and, you know, give thanks, Muta, because it has been received very well so far. I've got to read it.
Well, the presentation is good. I mean, I like hardcover and thing and the colors. You know,
yeah, that's another thing that was important.
Who did the illustration?
It's a young lady. She's Jamaican from St. Elizabeth, but she lives in Canada.
Okay.
And somebody introduced me to her. So I really wanted somebody with a local kind of connection that would understand, you know, exactly how I would want the colors and, you know, to depict something looking Jamaican. So, yeah, I'm happy. It's actually a series of books, so this is the first one.
The same lady, the same Bigfoot, right?
Yes, it will be. But just ways like her feet would challenge her in terms of fulfilling her dreams. So the real message is that your mind is really your superpower. And what she says is that it's the power of my mind, not the size of my feet. So she went on to do exactly what she wanted to do, was to play football. And the personalities that are featured in the book are, as I said, the reggae girls, specifically Khadija Bonishaw, who is the reggae girls captain, who has done very well internationally, you know, at football. We also have Alan Steele Cole in there, who I really chose to feature because Alan is a part of our community. He was a great footballer in Jamaica that I don't think a lot of people are aware of, and I really wanted to introduce him to another generation of young people, you know, and a couple of the schools that I've been to, the boys, I'm happy to know that the boys are aware of who he is. There is also Marcus Calvin, as I said, and Neville Burtisville is actually her coach. So it's just a way of introducing Jamaican personalities as well who are in the field of whatever Fran is doing. But
let me ask you a question. How come I hear them call your name and his daughter name for read up a first thing? I never hear no reading go on.
Because I don't remember. I don't know if the other sister. You see,
the other sister was supposed to read, and you were supposed to read too.
I know, but the thinking, my thinking with children is that you really have to create a space to capture a child's attention. And I do it very regularly in the work that I do. So I know what it's like. You're going to read a story. So my thinking at the time, and I really give thanks to iNation because that's what he wanted to project, you know, a space where we could share our, So I think next time what we will do is to create a specific space.
Get 210. Yes,
precisely. That you can create an area for children to come and sit, you know, and be focused on the story, not just listening on a microphone and then they can't tell you what they read, what they heard, what was read to them. So I really want to do some more of that. And I have the book. You asked me the other night about who is distributing the book. Well, I'm doing that on my own right now because unfortunately, I didn't work with a Jamaican publishing house, you know, which is not a bad thing, but, you know, for everything, I had to do it otherwise. So I don't have a local company that
you say it on Amazon. You say it on Amazon.
But what happened is that the first time I got the book on Amazon, I knew it was at a specific size, and I knew I wanted it a little bit bigger, and I knew I also wanted it in hardcover, and Amazon does not do hardcover. So I'm happy with the product that I have. It's a very nice finish. It's a very professional kind of look.
Yeah, man, it looks professional.
I really want to encourage the authors out there who have the dream of publishing a book. It does take a certain amount of monetary investment, but it's worth it when you create a good package, a good product, because it makes a whole lot of difference. You're going to somewhere. I've not had to speak to sell my book like in stores. People see it and they just want to get it, So it makes a lot of difference what you package, how you package it. Yeah. So, as I say, Muta, it's really about encouraging our children. Too many times in my own work, when you have to be in children's space, you're asking them, the first thing they say, Miss McCann. And when you really check it out, there's no reason why they can't. It might just be, outside influences, their upbringing that kind of limits their thinking in terms of their personal capacity and their ability to do things. So we're really trying, by any means necessary. And as I said, Marcus Garvey's quote on self-confidence is a good place to start for us as a nation. So I found
that was my mantra for years. That is my mantra for years.
Yeah.
It is my mantra for years.
Yeah. So we want to remind people that if you have confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. If you have no confidence, you are twice defeated in the race of life.
With confidence, you have won even before you have started.
We give thanks to Marcus for that.
All right, Mama. All right, give thanks. As I said, we should success with it. And as I say, it's easy reading. It's really easy for read, believe you me. It's easy for read. And I hope Bigfoot will be like Lulu or like Archie or like Superwoman or Supergirl.
Yes.
Keep coming in. All right, give thanks.
Yes, Muta. Thanks a lot. Give thanks. Yeah, man.
Enough album. Believe you me. All right, here what we are going to do so now. We are going to play this tune here, and it's the first time it ever play. And I'm matter of fact, it don't do yet. Well, it don't do still, but it want a final, lower July, final mix. Yeah, them call it final mix. This is a tune produced by my brethren, and I call him my little brethren. You're going to mix. This is a tune produced by Iwayne. Why get up Iwayne, Yes, and we're going to make a tune for Iwayne. Pan a rhythm, we will have other artists too. Yes, some other artists step on the rhythm. And we want, this is my part of the rhythm. We made upon it. So here we go, the tune called Friends.
Empires, richest rulers, and greatest intellectual centers the world has ever seen. Let's talk about the real Africa before slavery. Africa wasn't just one place. It was a continent for Mansa Musa, the richest man in history. This brother was so wealthy that when he traveled to Egypt, he gave away so much gold that it created an empire, which controlled massive trade routes and had an organized government, tax systems, and military forces that rivaled Europe. And let's talk about Timbuktu, one of the greatest learning centers in the world. Before Europe even had universities on that level, Africans were studying mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy in massive libraries and schools. The University of Sankore in Timbuktu had tens of thousands of books. Some are the oldest books in the world. And let's be clear, Africa was a global trade powerhouse. West African kingdoms traded gold, ivory, spices, textiles, and even advanced weaponry with Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. African artisans were masters of bronze, gold, and terracotta, creating sculptures and jewelry that are now in museums around the world. And when it comes to technology, Africans were smelting iron, forging steel, and engineering irrigation systems before most parts of the world. So why don't they teach us this? Because if they did, we wouldn't grow up thinking our history started with slavery. Black people weren't just victims. We were architects, we were warriors, scholars, and kings and queens. Africa was thriving long before European colonization. It's time to rewrite the narrative, y'all. Black history didn't start in chains, it started in greatness. So drop a black fist in the comments if you're claiming your history and share this to make sure that the truth gets told.
Yes, the truth must be told, and that is what we are here to do, to give you a different insight on the normal ways that you usually view Africa and the normal way that you usually think. Yes, there's perspectives and there's perspectives. There's a lot of things that other people do that we should know about, because what we are doing now, a whole heap is not working for us as African people. It not work. All we are zombies. We mimic other people like we are puppet and string. Mimicking slave masters and become what we call a lover of your kidnapper. Them call it the Stockholm Syndrome. The Stockholm Syndrome, where a man kidnap you and him hold you for years and you start to love him. You know, I remember says kidnap you. Because you never have the freedom to do what you want to do or say what you want to say. You have lost yourself. And on the way, you pick up some trash, dirt, filth, and now you behave even worse than the slave master. Worse. We can't see that out there. We live in a lie. And we tell a lie. We keep telling the lie to ourselves that what we are saying, doing and thinking is right. And if you look on history, it shows you that the things them that we are doing, it's not serving we as a people. And when it serves we have to become like them. That is really what is happening. We have to become like them. And that is really what is taking place now. We have become other than ourselves. We have become like zombies. And we have become like vampires, searching for the blood in the next person. We need to wake up. And as we usually say, the greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. Can we repeat that again? The greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. And that is really where we're there now. It's not shackles and chains that bind we. It's the thinking that we adopt. We have become puppets, mimicking the slave master. And we do ever say, them is slave master, because the way how them set it now is like they are the saviors, not the slave masters. Them save we. They are saving us. And what we pick up along the way, we feel say that is what we're supposed to have. And we keep picking up trash and take it for gold. Pure trash we pick up and take it for gold. We need to take a turn. Yeah, we need to take a turn. Because really and truly, you can see it. It works for some way. Because some way get so lost in them world that we don't feel that there's a next world.
Our first link for tonight, but we are joined. Let me get into it and then we can talk about the event later. We're firstly joined by Demetrius, and he is from Western Oysters Group and Western Supreme Oysters, and they're here at Reggae Sumfest Blitz, and they're doing something unique. So Demetrius, talk to us about what you're doing here tonight.
Well,
hold on the motor. Demetrius are coming. We'll come nervous. You have to understand. Talk to us, Demetrius.
well, we're here with the Supreme Oyster Group from in Westmoreland in Savlamar. And we have oyster punch and we have oysters, fresh oysters on sale here.
All right, so talk to us about the group in itself and what are some of the things that you do?
Well, the group in itself is made up of 15 persons. So what we do, we have an oyster farm out at sea. So from time to time we'll go and we'll check on them, make sure they are fresh, they are healthy, expose them to the sun to get rid of any foreign matter, any foreign material.
All right, and what has the response been like since you've been here? How are people responding to the oysters?
Well, the response is not that great, but some people are sampling the punch, sampling the oysters, and they are pleased with what they got.
All right, so tell our listeners how they can contact you.
Well, they can contact me at 296-6376.
And where will we be seeing you next?
Well, we'll be here tomorrow. Yeah.
All right. So, Demetrius, go and the group, as a matter of fact, they are going with a lot of things. But you find sample it. So if you want, you can check that out on our social media. And we're joined by a beautiful lady, and she is from the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. Talk to us about how the ministry is supporting this initiative.
All right, so the ministry supports this initiative, first of all, through the National Fisheries Authority, and we are the body that is helping this group to understand the whole process of oyster production. Really, we offer the technical expertise to allow these persons to be able to do a full cycle of oyster production, and of course, we're also helping them in terms of marketing and development to kind of get their feet wet in the industry and to kind of interact with the public and tell them about themselves, what it is that they're doing, and of course, being able to allow them to sample. We just recently had a training with them in things like business planning and development, also production post-harvest methodologies, as well as customer service and show setup. And of course, this would be the proving ground for them. And so this is how really the National Fisheries Authority is taking the time out to ensure that we are allowing fisher men and women and fisher folks in general, as well as fish farmers, to be exposed to an alternate livelihood. All right, one final question before you go, though. Why Reggae Sumfest? Reggae Sumfest is one of those programs where there are many patrons coming in. It is an international event with both local and foreign persons who may have some interest really in oysters and want to know is this thing oyster production really happening here in Jamaica. And so we thought it would be a good idea for them to come out and showcase what it is they're doing as a community group and as a different kind of offering for the public. All right, so there you have it, Muta, and we'll definitely be getting their contact information for anybody, who may want to speak with them, anything you may want, but good job. Thank you so much. Thanks for allowing us to be here, and let's see what the night brings. All right. So, Muta, we are at the Blitz, as I said earlier. Fairly early, yet we have DJ Ashali. He's actually on stage now, bringing the vibe, bringing the energy. Persons are steadily coming into the venue. As I said, it's early night. It's early in the night. We should be linking with you again in an hour. So, hopefully by then, we'll have a packed venue, and I can give you more information. So, until then...
Hold on. Explain to people what is the Blitz, different from Sumfest.
Repeat that, Muta. I didn't get that.
Explain to the people what is the Sumfest Blitz as different from the stage show and the
No,
sound
my the
clash.
Blitz is the Blitz is the all black event. So you know they have different nights. Last night we had all white, that was at Pier 1. Blitz is all black. So you come out in your black. It's a dance hall. It's a semi-formal dancehall kind of vibe. And tonight, there will be live performances from Valiant and Stark Ashley. I think this year is the first year they're having a live performance on the Blitz. So that's what makes tonight special and tonight unique. Tomorrow night, you know, is a hardcore dancehall night because tomorrow night will bring The Clash, Tony Mataran, DJ Gabby, several popular prominent DJs are going to bring the Clash vibes. You come tomorrow night with your Vuvuzela, rep whichever DJ you want. So that's what makes tonight different from last night, tomorrow night, Monday night, which was a street dance. You know, Monday night was also free, so persons just come in, enjoy themselves. Monday night we saw live performance from Ace God. It's been a while that he has performed. Sunday was the family Sunday, so Sunday was the day for the kids. You take your children. They had rides, plus all the sponsors that had various gifts for the kids on location. School bags, books, back to school supplies. So that's what makes each night different because Sumfest offers something to everybody in Jamaica.
All right, tell Tony Mataran say, Mutabaruka say, any him lose the Clash, me go set ice on him.
You know, Mota don't mix me.
No, me not, yo, me not mix him. Me not message for him. Tell him say me say, me not say you say. Tell him say if him lose the Clash, me go set ice on him. All right.
That's silly, you know. Good night, Mota. I'll talk to you a bit later. I'll talk to you tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Oh, you know, come back again at 12.
But I'm joining you after 12. It's another day.
Oh, tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a live outside broadcast from Reggae Sumfest Blitz happening at Catherine Hall Stadium in Montego Bay. And you have many more nights leave. And we have a whole heap of people that head for down there. We will stay right here and do what we have to do. It's so exciting. So much things are going on over the place. The place so exciting right there. We are continuing the education though. Yes, here we go. Here we go.
Most Americans don't learn this in school, but in the 1800s, Britain was the world's biggest drug dealer. China was rich, selling tea, silk, porcelain. But they refused to buy British products. So what did Britain do? They imported opium from India and dumped it into China. Not medicine, not for trade, just to get millions of people addicted. And when the Chinese government said, stop, Britain literally went to war to keep selling drugs. They won, twice. China was forced to pay, open ports, and hand over Hong Kong. Imagine that. You try to stop a foreign country from drugging your people, and they punish you for it. This wasn't about trade. It was about control. It was a war for power. And Britain made billions from a national addiction. Next time someone says, the West brings democracy, ask them how opium fits into that.
Hey, a serious thing that you know, I know a whole heap of the first to hear them story there, you know. Yeah, man, Britain. As a matter of fact, Britain is the cause of a whole heap of things we are going wrong here right now. Yeah, man. Them is the cause of it. We're going to play it again.
Most Americans don't learn this in school, but in the 1800s, Britain was the world's biggest drug dealer. China was rich, selling tea, silk, porcelain. But they refused to buy British products. So what did Britain do? They imported opium from India and dumped it into China. Not medicine, not for trade, just to get millions of people addicted. And when the Chinese government said, stop, Britain literally went to war to keep selling drugs. They won, twice. China was forced to pay, open ports, and hand over Hong Kong. Imagine that. You try to stop a foreign country from drugging your people, and they punish you for it. This wasn't about trade. It was about control. It was a war for power. And Britain made billions from a national addiction. Next time someone says, the West brings democracy, ask them how opium fits into that.
Yes, opium. No, it's fentanyl. And I don't know if you hear about this new drug. There's a new drug that is taking over certain parts of Africa. It's terrible. If you look on the people, they come like the fentanyl we are going in California, there, Chicago and them places, man. It's horrible, man. Horrible, horrible. And the matter of fact, it look like ganja too, you know. Yeah, it look like ganja. I don't know if they're going to reach us or do, but it's unbelievable what people are doing to people, man. Unbelievable. Listen.
The African men who once ruled Europe, they were called the Moors, and they didn't conquer, they civilized. In 711 AD, Tariq ibn Ziyad led his army into Spain. The mountain he landed on still bears his name, Jabal Tariq, today known as the Rock of Gibraltar. The Moors brought algebra, medicine, and architecture. While kings in Europe slept in straw with goats at their feet, Moorish cities had streetlights, libraries, and hospitals. They introduced soap, clean water, and the radical idea that animals don't belong where humans sleep. But in 1492, 7 centuries later, the last Moorish king, Boabdil, was exiled from Granada. The Moors helped usher in the Renaissance, but their names were erased from the pages they helped inspire.
Easy. The Moors of Spain, 700 years. Them in a place named Granada in Spain, 700 years. A lot of the opulence that you see, Europe a flirt now, especially in Spain and all these places. The opulence that them afloat, them get it from these Africans in another Africa, North Africa. Yeah. So we know what we know, you know. And we have to make you know it too. And when you know it, you have to ask yourself what you're going to do with the knowledge that you get. Because it's very important that we know these things. We can't keep a going, so man. We can't keep a going, so. You look in a magazine, you pay white people and you lost all of them have. You look on them and you say, boy, if I could have get this, if I could have get that. What a thing. We are give strength. The greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed.
The African men who once ruled Europe, they were called the Moors, and they didn't conquer, they civilized. In 711 AD, Tariq ibn Ziyad led his army into Spain. The mountain he landed on still bears his name, Jabal Tariq, today known as the Rock of Gibraltar. The Moors brought algebra, medicine, and architecture. While kings in Europe slept in straw with goats at their feet, Moorish cities had streetlights, libraries, and hospitals. They introduced soap, clean water, and the radical idea that animals don't belong where humans sleep. But in 1492, 7 centuries later, the last Moorish king, Boabdil, was exiled from Granada. The Moors helped usher in the Renaissance, but their names were erased from the pages they helped inspire.
Yes. Brand new version of an old tune. Here we go. Brand new old one of a new tune.
Most people know Washington, D.C. as the capital of the United States. But what they don't know is that the city was partly designed by a black man, a self-taught genius, named Benjamin Banneker. Born in 1731 to a free black woman and an enslaved black man, Banneker had almost no formal education. By teaching himself astronomy, mathematics, and engineering, he changed American history. Banneker helped survey and map the land. He worked with Major Andrew Ellicott on the layout of Washington, D.C. Everyone panicked. The entire project was at risk. But Banneker had memorized the entire layout. From memory alone, he reproduced the city plans down to the streets, avenues, and key landmarks. Thanks to Banneker, the vision for Washington, D.C. was saved. A self-taught black man helped build the capital of a nation that denied him rights, but not his legacy.
All this is a night university, informal and not very formal, but Very important message them. That is what they have to do.
And white people's floors. And you know, I'm going to say this out loud. Jesus, who is most black women's husband. Y'all better come with me here.
Say that again.
I'm here.
Jesus is most black women's husbands. You see, they did a number on us. We are a conquered race. They put the black man out of the house in order for the black.
Greetings in the name of the King. Emperor Haile Selassie the first. You don't know. Him run all things, my brother. You know, last night a man called and yeah, some good word pan the or Gregory Isaac thing, you know? So I just want to big up the eye more. He said me I say that is very prominent. You know, see it.
When say?
Well, Gregory Isaac cousin, you know, him and tell I say the eye the dead him and the eye did have a reasoning, you know, see it. So, you know, I say, yeah, I show him some more time I call up and link up the eye. And say me that reason of eye to the eye. You know? What coming like the eye never really figure out who I was still, you know?
All right.
Yeah,
so remember who said to you, remember about who talked to you about it. Last night he talked to me, last night.
Yeah, last night he talked to
man,
you.
So remember, man.
After he talked to the eye.
Yeah, remember.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, man, your blessings, you know? So I man want link the eye on some subject matter from what the eye black some reasoning about the whole program and the manifestation of Rastafari. And I want the people them to know, as the eye know already say, the fact of the matter remains say, that are the goal where I and I set out to be, you know, because every other thing else to I right now in the world coming like joke. But then I New York here right now. You see me I say? And the way I see the thing around with the governmental order, it's not going to really profit I and I as a people. You see me I say if we not get together. Because you see the time we reach a stage now, I and I have to look on it from another level due to the circumstances of life we are reached, because the eye can see it for the eye self every day. Say the people now grasp the situation the way they're supposed to. I don't know if it's because they now have the educational factors or maybe them just now see the logics. But I try to show them. I man want them to know, say, in all things, you know, there's going to be difficulties and in circumstances sometime where it is not provided for I and I to really see it manifest fully, but we have to look on the physical things, you know. For one thing, they matter about the busting motor. And I man say, make it play out, no? Make it play out first. Make us see what we go on. Because we don't know how much impact it ever have unless the bus them actually come on the road. You see me I say? No, the bus them done by already, money don't spend, and the youth them are wait for that. The taxi thing now, that kind of tedious away like still, because it's not for the youth them. You know, taxi have to make money and we want something for the youth them. Because right now the educational process in the motor, where I man look on it, you know, it got weird up in our world from the time when I and the eye did in at them levels of learning there, you know, because the youth them now see the things them where them supposed to see to uplift the nation, the people in Pana all. You see me I say, and I don't really blame them still, you know. I man have to blame the system of the governmental order, because the education is supposed to be paramount, you know, brother. In the way we are going to deal with this thing, you know, because, like I say, Rastafari, liberation movement, you know, that will come to liberate the minds of the people and to show them themselves, you know, see it, and the consistency of our program. Because we not change from them time until now. You see me I come from. And we want the people to see that. Mean election I come here and then think they must go on, because that's a part of the process. for the people to open up them eye and see what really are going on. You know, definitely what are going on. And we don't take no side with no party, because we don't deal with politics. So me I say. So I just want the eye to know, say, continue the work, bless up the eye, bless up the indomitable Shane Clark, because you don't know how you run the thing. Honorable Doctor,
Yeah, man,
respect and respect.
Give thanks, Virgin. All right.
You done.
Well, you can't hurt it tonight, man.
Me I tell you, man, we couldn't take like last week. You know, me I tell you about 2 hours.
I can't hurt it tonight.
Me I tell you, me have to do that. Me have to quicker than you see and Bolt.
Me I tell you.
Me I tell you. Anyhow, I'm just running quick. Later today is the funeral service of Carlton Brown, where when Kingston Technical with us. That Errol Brown, the engineer, younger brother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's gonna be at 10 o'clock at the St. John the Baptist Roman Catholic Church in Patrick City, St. Andrew. Right? This Thursday morning, Jamaica time. See?
Okay.
So Kingston Technical people in that era there, you know, and thing. Carlton Brown, you know, and thing. St. John the Baptist Roman Catholic Church, 10 o'clock later this morning, Jamaica time, Patrick City, St. Andrew, you know, and condolences to the family and friends, of course. You know, me tell Bagger and Stocky Smith, Savage, and, you know. Yes. No, Bagger case. Bagger Wilson. Because I know Bagger case number. Bagger Wilson, our Bagger there, was head boy in my ear, you know. Yeah, and Gregory Chin and Courtney Ladley and them people there, you know, and thing, Turks. Okay. Yes, and Muta, may I tell you, man, a poll called It's Shattered Britain has shown that almost 9 out of 10 people in Britain fed up of the political parties here, the 3 major ones, Tory, the Labour with Keir Starmer, Tory with Kemi Badenoch, the sellout mentally enslaved girl there, and the boy there, Nigel Farage of Reform. And guess what? About 60% of them, 60 out of 10 say them wouldn't trust any of the 3 of them to even watch them luggage, them bag. But them would even trust them to watch them bag. You know? Watch the bag for me. Yeah. Yes. 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 Wouldn't just Keir Starmer, Kemi Badenoch, or Nigel Farage thing, you know. And the most common word that they used to describe how Britain is broken, a mess, struggling, divided, and expensive. And we know say a lot of people in Jamaica will say the same thing about Jamaica too, with our people, with all the head. The no health service, can't call it health service, no health service. And Muta, this is a thing that I have been talking about for years publicly, and may I say it again, is how PNP and GLP politicians voted many years ago that whenever they are sick, they are flown out.
To Miami.
Taxpayer thing, yes. That's why they don't care to have good hospitals and good things in Jamaica for the majority of people, because it do affect them. Yeah. And you know, similar like to gas, show you.
Like gas not affect them and them carbon fix not affect them.
Exactly. And you know, it's the same thing what happened with this 82-year-old Buhari who was a president in Nigeria who died last Sunday in London at a clinic. For years, you know, Muta, whenever I'm sick, him been coming to London, the treatment, you know. Him not, and it still never saved him. But what it shows is that he, like other Nigerian presidents too, not interested in spending money to have good hospitals for the lives of Nigerians, because them
Them can go somewhere else. Them can go somewhere else.
Exactly.
Hold on, hold on. I could take a break. I could take a break and come forward.
Okay.
Break time.
Okay.
Mandingo.
Nigeria, people have to be bringing water for them relatives who in the hospitals. Water. And as you know, in Nigeria, power cuts every day, several times every day.
Yeah, you have to set your time for deal with the power cut, man.
Exactly. A country that is so rich in resources.
Island,
yeah. Africa is not poor. Africans are not poor. Africa is rich, but our resources are being stolen by the racists who are aided and abetted by traitors like the boy Buhari, who just died there and things. See medical treatment in Britain, France, you know, this is what they do. You know what I mean? Just like the PMP and GLPM who at taxpayers' expense fly out to Miami by air ambulance to treatment and that type of thing. They don't care. People, we have to do things. The hospitals in Jamaica don't have the equipment that they should have and the kind of service. We know that, Muta. There should be a grade 1 hospital, type 1, in every parish in Jamaica. Every parish. It should not just be Kingston Public Hospital and the one by Cornwall Regional or so-called type 1.
Yeah, well, that still need an upgrade, you know. That need an upgrade still.
Precise.
With all the length of time where they might take them need an upgrade.
Exactly. You know, and the money is there, but due to corruption, the money is not being spent to benefit the health of people in Jamaica.
All right, we have to take a break and go to Sumfest. If you want to call back, but we have to go to Sumfest.
Well, let me just say this fine.
No, we have to go to Sumfest and you come back. IRFM now brings you a live outside broadcast from Reggae Sumfest Blitz. Okay, so you got to bath already? So we're going to say IRFM again. IRFM now brings you a live outside broadcast from Reggae Sumfest Blitz happening at Catherine Stadium in Montego Bay. So we hope to join Shamara Preston and Tristan Wilson. Are they there? What? Okay, so we're going to go and wait for Tristan and Shamara. I think them not ready, but them not ready, man. I cut out the bridging, man. Break time. And the call there. The call there, we just go and do it, though. Okay, so here we go now.
The greatest story ever told. Not the greatest collection of facts, not the most paramount document on earth, the greatest story. One must know how to read the symbols and the emblems and the terms. There are 15 major religions in the world before Christianity that have taught the same thing. The Jews do not accept Jesus as the Messiah. And many Christians jumping to conclusions say, well, the Jews don't accept duality in the Bible. I am saying that it has been twisted and used by political powers for a political agenda to keep us ignorant, ill-informed, and unread, depending on the Lord to come back to help us, when in fact, there is no Lord coming back to help us. Education, knowledge, and your own personal spirituality and investigation of what the story is really about. Do your homework. That's the only salvation we have left. The church, as we know it today in Western civilization, is in fact nothing more than a tool and a count.
And he was in love with men. King James married Anne of Denmark. They had 8 kids, but his heart was elsewhere. Married with children, but love was complicated. He called George Villiers his sweet child and wife. He wrote love letters. He gave him a dukedom. Everyone at court whispered, Foreign ambassadors wrote home, but James didn't care. Everyone knew. Despite the rumors, he commissioned the King James Bible, a book still used in churches today. James was a man of God and a man who loved other men. One truth made history, the other was buried. LGBTQ plus people have always
weird that them wanted to go, so them fix it according to them. So it's a translation of King James Version. Never write it. It's a version. Him have like many versions before that. So I could play it
the
again.
gay king who wrote the Bible. This man married Anne of Denmark. They had 8 kids, but his heart was sweet child and wife. He wrote love. Everyone at court whispered. Foreign ambassadors wrote home, but James didn't care. Everyone knew. Despite the rumors, he commissioned the King James Bible, a book still used in churches today. James was a man of God and a man who loved, was buried. LGBTQ plus.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
All right.
Yeah, no, more ask the question later. The problem we are facing right now, who really the problem in Jamaica?
Which one are the problem they may talk about? A whole heap of problem there. Which one?
Yeah, the problem between the people and the politicians.
Okay. Now, so what is the problem? What is the problem between the people them and the politicians?
Because the reason I ask a question, I see the people, every 5 years, the people keep voting for these kind of people.
Yeah.
And these kind of people are doing nothing for them.
Well.
You understand me? Them community where them living on them road, a matter of fact, there is 3 infrastructure. What I learned that lead to development. Road, water, and light. And none of the 2 administration until today, you understand me, improve on that or conquer that, I should say.
So if he said stay the same way like 20 years ago?
It's just a little better. Not much. Not much. May I talk about this already, you know. Anytime you turn off of the main road there, with them call road improvement and going to any community, when you're done, you better go garage, go fix your front end.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And differently, it's like, you know, the people still come like them asleep. Because our 63 of them in the house. Yeah, 63, you know, it's Alibaba 63, you know. Alibaba and the 63 as far as we see. Because the people still suffer where is development is concerned, infrastructure is concerned, you know. I see them put on $1,000 per minimum wage. They don't care about that. They don't need to put on the money per minimum wage. You need to get down inflation and nobody not interested in that part there. You understand me? The people get them like a minimum for 15,000 or 16,000 by the time you drop in on them hand and them step up and go in on one vehicle and reach on the supermarket. It done already.
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel say the people are the problem. The people is the problem because no guy or girl or anybody can go into the house as representative and say them I represent the people unless the people give them power to do that.
Well, what about that now?
Well, the couple of wise people who there where I see the light, you know, but live on, you know. But you see who are asleep, continue to sleep till then dead. You understand me? Because You know, you and I could have dead gone on the feet. You know, see the reality of it, but it's coming.
Yeah, man.
So it can't continue like this. You understand me? And the people, boy, Muta, sometimes I stand up and I look and I tell us, it's really touching, you know? It's really touching, brother, to see the situation in this country with the politicians them and the people. You know, and the people still now open them eye and see them still run back a green and orange.
You know, blast from my ear with it, boy. I tell you.
Yes, and you see, all right, if you do a survey, all of you see pop up in a truck and motor vehicle and sitting and gone. When them come back in them community, just check them differently where them live, them house and whatsoever and say.
For the next 4 years, so. For the next 4 years, so.
Yeah.
And not just that, for the next 4 years, that's the same way them live.
So, to me, these people now learn. They're not learning. You know, I don't know. Maybe they might kill the Ethiopia, you know. Maybe. You understand? Because I the same thing over and over, and everybody just have one sitting. Some of them just have one sitting on one glass where you can't see night. And, you know, them just will up a big talk, and if a man say, oh, my party are the best, if you don't mind chop, you work out into a little fuss or confrontation with brethren and all them, like something like them. I idiot. Yeah.
That's right, they're brethren.
So, why Muta? I don't know what.
Say so all the while, though. No, it's not going to say so all the while, man.
Well, I say, maybe with a dead gun and not see the result, but something about happen.
I will say so all the while, trust me.
Because, all right, Taki was taken from the west coast of Africa, brought to Jamaica as a slave. One book tell me that.
He was enslaved. He was not slave. He was enslaved.
Enslaved, right. You know, he was a chief in his tribe. That's why them call him Chief Taki. So what Taki do over a period of time, Taki couldn't take the brutalization from them colonial white boy there. So him call a meeting a slave. You know, see it and plan the rebellion. That means to say, them they are different kind of people, them man, they are fighting spirit in them, and them man, they nah, take nothing for too long. Because what him do, him call a meeting a slave, you know, along with a couple of Wobia man, the book say. You understand me? And start the rebellion. But them this a generation of Taki, or nanny, or whatsoever, them are all know them asleep. They know nothing about them. Yeah, they know nothing about them. Well, Muta,
yeah,
I just got the call.
No, I have to give thanks for the call.
Yeah, man, I just got the call to say, brother, all you know, right. Yeah, wait. Yeah, man, bless up.
Yeah. All right, now. So, we want to play this, you know, but we don't want nobody to cut it. We don't want nobody to cut it, you know, but we're going to play it, you know. We're going to play it, yes.
I want to be a doctor.
Any field you would like to specialize in?
Neurology, cardiology, radiology, gynecology, pulmonary prevention, and diagnostic.
How many bones are there in the body?
206.
What is the skeleton?
A skeleton is the framework that supports your body.
Do you know what bones do?
Bones make blood, bones store minerals, and bones protect your organs.
Which organs?
The skull protects the brain, and the ribcage protects the heart, the lungs, the kidney, and the stomach.
What minerals are stored up in the bones?
Calcium, copper, iodine, zinc, chromium, selenium, magnesium,
All right, so that's why I never want to play it, you know. Okay, so I could go it over again. I read from now, bring you a live outside broadcast from Reggae Sumfest Blitz happening at Catherine Hall Stadium in Montego Bay. Now over to Shamara Preston, Tristan Wilson, and the outside broadcast crew, live on location. Yes.
Hi, Muta. Good morning. When we last spoke, we are live. Actually, let me just tell our listeners, we are live from the Catherine Multipurpose Stadium, and we are here at Reggae Sumfest, the week-long set-up event, and we're at the Blitz. When we last spoke, since we last spoke, as a matter of fact, the crowd has doubled in size. The people them enjoy themselves, them come out all week, and them just a party. But we're joined by Kamau, and he has been at almost, I think, every Sumfest that I've seen you. Denied the training. See there. So tell me now, what is your role in Reggae Sumfest? Okay, well, over the years I've played different roles at Sumfest, but for now, currently I'm actually like I'm a liaison officer for the media. So now all the artists we get into the interviews prior to the event and during the event itself. On the two international nights, Friday and Saturday, we actually work with the backstage production to get the artists after they perform into the media center to do the interviews. All right, let me ask you, like supervising an entire area, making sure everything flows smoothly, and all the artists get the video interviews. So that means Friday and Saturday, area FM not have no problem? No way, I mean, I don't think I'm a close relationship for years, and I'm like family to me. I know, because you are Harry. I am married. But let me ask you a question. Something that almost the entire Jamaica asked. I don't know if you can answer, but is Cartel here? Yes, I believe he is. I know he is. What about Tony? Tony must have been here. She's performing on Saturday night, yeah. No, but is she on the island? I can't say officer if she's here, but Cartel is here. All right, I know you're a man who wear many hats. Tell me what you're working on now. What project you're actually working on now? Okay, well, currently I have actually around honey. So I have a lot of things with it. But separate from that, I'm actually a liaison officer in the Ministry of Justice for the rest of our community, dealing with the rest of our issues, in particular ganja. So we have to have an entity called RAGA, which is the Rastafari Ganja and Grass Association. We use the government agency to ensure Rastafari rights and sovereignty are protected as a relates to using ganja as a supplement. Sounds like a lot, so we must talk a little bit more. Yes. You're going to have to, you know? So I'm going to make it go on because I see you here from Sunday, I know you were at area on Sunday, I see you here Sunday night, you're there Monday, you're there Tuesday, tonight, and Wednesday, you're there tomorrow. Well, to be honest, I'm actually doing media production and entertainment for at least 35 years. So it's a part of me, it's in my DNA. All right, come on. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us and all the best. Come on, give thanks, a pleasure. I love all the time. Give thanks. All right. So there you have it, Musa. We should be joining you in less than an hour. So just to give you a quick recap, hopefully by then at least one artist would have performed, as we said earlier. Valiant and Stark Ashley are set to grace the stage tonight. Persons are still coming into the venue, so we know it's early night yet. In true Jamaican fashion, Jamaicans are going to be late. So they're coming, they're vibing, food is on the ground. Alcohol, you know, you can't party without your alcohol. So if you're hearing my voice, come on down.
I won't name alcohol.
It's a beverage, Muta. Various types of alcoholic beverages.
You make it sound like somebody down the name alcohol.
Muta. Various alcoholic beverages are available for purchase here at the venue. So persons can come down, get them favorite drink, hold them corner until the artist plays the stage. So I'm throwing it back to you, Muta, until we join a little bit later.
All right, Sha'amara. Okay. We want to tell you that was a live outside broadcast from Reggae Sumfest Blitz happening at Catherine Hall Stadium in Montego Bay. So we'll go back to normal programming now. We'll start back this thing I will start a while ago. This very articulate little youth. Little, when I say little, I talk about little.
I want to be a doctor.
Any field you would like to specialize in?
Neurology, cardiology, radiology, gynecology, pulmonary prevention and diagnostic.
How many bones are there in the body?
206.
What is the skeleton?
A skeleton is the framework that supports your body.
Do you know what bones do?
Bones make blood, bones store minerals, and bones protect your organs.
Which organs?
The skull protects the brain, and the ribcage protects the heart, the lungs, the kidney, and the stomach.
What minerals are stored up in the bones?
calcium, copper, iodine, zinc, chromium, selenium, magnesium, vanadium, iron, potassium, boron, manganese, folic acid, inositol, and biotin.
Why do we need blood?
It transports oxygen and nutrients throughout all parts of your body and taking away waste to the kidneys.
And what does the kidney do with it?
The kidneys filter the waste products and excess water from your blood.
What is this excess water called?
Urine.
That's the scientific name, I suppose. What's the common name?
P. There are 3 types of blood cells.
What are they?
The red blood cells, the white blood cells, and the platelets.
The red blood cells.
The red blood cells carry oxygen to your cells and waste carbon dioxide away.
White blood cells do.
The white blood cells attack harmful bacteria in your body.
Platelets.
The platelets stop your blood from flowing if you have a cut.
Which is larger?
The white blood cells.
Which takes blood away from the heart to the kidneys?
The arteries.
The largest artery.
The aorta.
And where is it located?
Close to your heart.
What's the most important part of the brain?
Your cerebrum.
Why is that?
Because your memory is stored in your cerebrum. Because you have a cerebrum, you can recognize faces, talk, imagine, throw a ball, think logically, learn, make plans for the future.
What are the other parts of the human brain?
Your cerebellum, the thalamus, the hypothalamus, the pituitary gland, the medulla, and the spinal cord.
The organs of the body.
The brain, the heart, the lungs, the kidney, the stomach, the liver, the intestines, and the skin.
Muscles.
The deltoid, the dorsal, the pectoral, the biceps, the triceps, the trapezius, the gluteus maximus, the extensor, the flexor, and the Achilles tendon.
The gluteus maximus, where is that located? Any muscles in our face?
Over 30 muscles are in your face.
Facial muscles used.
When you eat, when you talk, when you laugh, and when you smile.
And what types of muscles do we have?
There are 2 types of muscles, the voluntary and the involuntary muscles.
What's the scientific name of the nose bone?
Nasal bone.
And the cheekbone?
Zygoma.
Jawbone?
Maxilla.
Collarbone?
The clavicle.
Shoulder blade?
Scapula.
Hand bone?
The metacarpals.
Finger bone?
The phalanges.
Longest bone in the body?
The thigh bone.
The smallest bone?
The tiny syrup bone in your ear.
What was the first world empire?
Babylon.
And what period is Babylon from?
605 BC to 538 BC.
No, the Bible did speak about Babylon, did it? And what metal did it use to represent Babylon?
The head of gold.
No. Which part in the Bible can we find this?
Daniel chapter 2.
Chapter 2. So we have the head of gold representing Babylon, but there's also a beast that is used to represent Babylon.
The lion with the eagle's wings.
What does the wings represent?
Speed.
Who's the last king of Babylon?
King Belshazzar.
The first king.
King Nebuchadnezzar.
How did Babylon fall?
By King Belshazzar drinking from the sacred cups that his father Nebuchadnezzar had taken out of the temple in Jerusalem, and King Belshazzar drank wine in them to praise the God of gold, silver, brass, iron, wood, and stone.
There are 4 kingdoms. What are the other 3 kingdoms?
Medo Persia, Greece, and Rome.
Specific events that happened in Rome.
Well, it was a Roman decree for Jesus to be born in Bethlehem, for all the children 2 years and younger to be killed. Roman soldiers who mocked Jesus and crucified him on a Roman cross. Roman nails that pierced his hands. Roman soldiers who guarded the 2 Roman soldiers who put a seal on him. Roman centurion who said, surely this was the Son of God.
What's so special about Jesus?
Because Jesus loves everybody and he died to save them.
In the book of Matthew, it speaks about the genealogy of Jesus Christ, starting from Adam.
Seth, Enosh, Canaan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah, Shem, Arphaxad, Selah, Eber, Peleg, Reu, Sirach, Nahor, Terah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Judah, Perez, Hezron, Ram, Aminadab, Nahshon, Salmon, Boaz, Obed, Jesse, King David, King Solomon, Rehoboam, Abijah, Asa, Jehoshaphat, Joram, Uzziah, Jotham, Hezekiah, Manasseh, Ammon, Josiah, Jeconiah, Salatiel, Zerubbabel, Abud, Eliakim, Azor, Zadok, Hakim, Eliud, Eleazar, Matan, Jacob, Joseph, husband of Mary, who was born Jesus, who is called Christ.
Here with Niall de Silva, a small little thing that a big God has been using with Port of Spain. It is the capital of
Trinidad,
St. George's,
Grenada,
Nassau,
Bahamas,
Havana,
Cuba,
Kingstown,
St. Vincent,
and Kingston,
Jamaica,
Castries,
St. Lucia,
Santo Domingo,
Dominican Republic,
Georgetown,
Guyana,
Bridgetown,
Barbados,
Caracas,
Venezuela,
Santiago,
Chile,
Buenos Aires,
Argentina,
Stockholm,
Sweden,
Brussels,
Belgium,
Amsterdam,
Holland,
Vienna,
Austria,
Bucharest,
Romania,
Budapest,
Hungary,
London,
England,
Berlin,
Germany,
Rome,
Italy,
Athens,
Greece,
Seoul,
South Korea,
Colombo,
Sri Lanka,
Damascus,
Syria,
Dubai,
the United Arab Emirates,
Tel Aviv,
Israel,
Nairobi,
Kenya,
Pretoria,
South Africa.
I tell you. That's a youth there. That's a youth there. You know, it's not a white youth, you know. Not a white youth. If I tell you where I'm come from, it's unbelievable. Yes, this is the cutting edge. Yes, EL.
Yeah,
EL.
Motor.
Yeah.
Motor.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
For what?
Yeah, man, them educational thing, yeah. Oh, gosh, man.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you can play, where you have vote for me, please?
Where you vote for?
Where you have vote for?
Which
Come
tune
in,
goes
I don't know where the people are vote for. You're the only man you play the tune there.
No, but I don't remember. I will play tune.
Like it's where you have vote for? Where you have vote for? Follow back a politician, something like that, you know? Yeah. I hope you remember it. Where you have vote for?
No, I remember it. You know, give me the melody good. You have to give me a melody.
Like him say, where you have vote for? Where you have vote for? Follow back a politician like you animal or something.
No, sir, I don't remember that at all. I wonder if she remember it.
Yeah.
She remember that tune, the way you vote for? No, you have to come better than that, Bridget. I don't remember that at all.
When I do
political tune, What's that?
Shane, remember Shane?
No, I don't remember. You have the artist. You don't know who artist.
No, I don't remember the artist.
I never call the artist.
Yeah, man, you call the artist name, man. But
you know, sure remember the artist, man. And the artist is from man.
True, yeah.
And the artist is from
But
anyway,
thanks again.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Big up.
Yeah. Yes, we're there. We're there. One tune goes on to, you know, we're there. Okay. We're not go back to the you know. It make me get nervous. I know that I'm gonna go start something and then years I have to cut it. Yes.
There.
Okay, where I say?
Jamota.
Yes, sir.
Respect Kaya.
All right.
Rasta teacher music bank one. Fireball. That you there. Great a while ago.
I tell you.
But as a teacher, one team never answer out all of the questions. When say Kingston couldn't find Jamaica.
No,
anyway.
No, I'm saying Jamaica and the brother to Kingston and
Jamaica. I know that we call life.
No, but why you mention it if you know what to say something about it?
No, just isolation as a teacher still.
Where you say wrong? What wrong him
No,
say?
when I touch base on him say, and him say, like the capital, and say Kingston, the Jamaica. And I say Kingston, well, the man asked him it's wrong, like him say Jamaica. And the brother say Kingston.
Yeah, they know that
But
in
Kingston,
France,
Jamaica, but him never hesitate away there. So would have got 2 points off him. But him brilliant is a shame. And you matter, me touch something from Kings a while ago. Saying, and I just want to touch one little something out of King's second verse 3 with a ratify. Then take the box of oil and pour it on the head and say, thus saith the Lord, I have anointed thee king over Israel. Then open the door and flee and tarry not. No people know what flee mean and not mean what tarry not. Because man say tarry means they have to run and flee means they have to run in Rastafari.
tarry not means you must stay along.
Thank you very much. And flee means they have to run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. So, I don't want to talk about Israel and all them things there. Saying it's a warning. So, man at this time, man just said that to us. So, I say, what you think about that?
No, but you have to connect it because I don't understand what
no, what am I trying to say now? The man must say Israel are the chosen land. And I'll be a war I go on now. Saying? So, cynically, what they are trying to say, flee Israel. And because since the Bible said that, and them say Israel the chosen land, and them so I go on now. That means that those words were said from in the beginning. All them say Israel a chosen land, and them thing there. So the people and give them oil and rare and say take this oil up yourself. That means they like them for disguise themselves. Say and flee, and the people know that them. Flee means they have a run. And turn, and that means they run fast. Because the people are come killing us. They don't say it go on Rasta.
So who will get killed off?
The Israelites in Rasta.
The Israelites will get killed off, don't they?
Say you don't see it.
So who you call the Israelites, don't they?
The whole lot. So you live in Israel now. If I live in Israel, I'm going to call a fireball.
No, wait, no, man. So Netanyahu is an Israelite, are the Israelite?
Eh?
So the Prime Minister Netanyahu, him are the Israelite?
And in Jamaica, I talk about the war I go on to Israel.
No, that means if Netanyahu is the president of Israel, I ask if my Israelite, if I him them attack.
Well, if I'm a flee or I'm around or I'm not tarry, that's you know about the people. I'm going to kill her because probably the Israelites I'm gone. Probably the true Israelites I'm really gone. All right.
No, but you have the thing upside down, man, because you tell me now say...
And I think fireball, you have to know.
I mean, you don't think before you know?
Well, at the same time, eh?
You don't think first?
You have to think I have to know.
The way I say, all right, cut straight. Make we cut it straight. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
Who you say have to flee and tarry not? Which one of the group of people that don't know where fight now? Which one of them you talk about?
Well, it's according to where the verse in Rasta.
Yeah.
Make I man read it again for that.
No, but you don't have to read it again. Me hear what you say, which one of them you interpret it as must flee and tarry not? Who must flee and tarry not? Don't they know? No, me attack. No, the people that don't they know. Who must flee and tarry not? Which one of the group they must flee and tarry not?
Well, I don't know how much Israelites don't know because I don't know how much Israelites don't know. If them kill off Israelites, them rare. So
no,
there's a waiting about that right now.
No, may I ask you who you feel the Bible attack when you say flee and tarry not? Which one of the group of people? All right, you have the Palestinians them down there, and you have the Israeli them down there. Who the Bible attack about in that situation?
There were prophets we taught them things in a fireball.
No, me never say them never talk. Me ask you who down there know? It attack about who down there attack about? The Palestinians them are the Israeli them. Where say flee and tarry not? Who to talk about now?
Well, That would be a question for you help me answer within due respect.
But is a question for what?
That would be a question for you help I answer.
No, I don't want to help you answer it, brother. Now you bring up the reason, you know.
Yeah,
and so you have to tell me the reason.
You can't help I answer the question.
No, I can't help you answer the question because I don't know who you're talking about.
No, but if it look at the Israelite, them not tell to flee and turn out.
No, but I know Israelite.
They will kill off the whole of them.
So why you relate that story from about the Israelite them to now we are going in the Israeli them and the Palestinian them? Who is fleeing and tarry must flee and tarry not. Don't they know?
Then listen, if a person tell us there, if a person give a certain thing and say leave, that means they ever go on.
Yeah, but who are in this time? Yeah? No, but I talk about something that happened you talk about something that happened 4,000 years ago. I talk about now.
Yes, but
no,
I see nothing going on.
Yeah, but who to talk to now? Who to talk to? We should have a group of people
who can run or who can run down there now or who can flee because them cannot know. So them should have run long time. So sometimes
who should have run long time? Who should have run long time?
Sometimes the truth is right, them gone already.
Yeah, so who down there now should have run a long time?
Well, no, it's just a truth and right now show that right and all. Appreciate it. Probably the truth is right, them gone already. Yeah,
which part Israelite them gone?
I will never run get cornered down there, you know.
So which part the truth Israelite them gone?
Eh?
Which part them gone?
Rasta, I wouldn't know because people flee all over the world, man, to flee and carry not. So if you run, you tell a man you run go.
Yeah.
The man to flee and carry not.
All right, so the man to flee and tarry not. And
yeah. That means you get off a steer. Nobody
yeah, but there's some people 4,000 years they are talking about in a bridging.
Simple then but
I know the same thing
it's a return of a thing now. Because they don't tell them long time, so nobody.
No, never taught them people. No.
Leave because them thing have
no, but if never, I know them people I'm talking. I'm talking about the people I'm talking about 4,000 years ago. The man who said that, I talked to some people in a film time.
Ancestors of 4,000 years are going to still there, Rasta.
No. Talking all them man, they dead.
So I will live in Israel now. No, Israel don't live there.
The Israelis and the Palestinians. And them live there now. The Israelis, them and the Palestinians. It's not the people them we are talking about 4,000 years ago. That no have nothing to do with where I go on here, so now.
Come on, man.
I mean, come on, man.
Fire. If you get the warning from long time,
no, you don't get no warning. No, nobody no warning, nobody. All right. No, nobody no warning. The man sit down. The man sit down. If me tell you, if me tell you, say, let me tell you, say, look here.
Yeah.
Water come down the road, you know. You better flee. Let me talk, no, man. If me say, water come down the road, you know, you better flee before you drown. And 10,000 years from now, a man come at the same spot. You have to say, I'm me attack?
No, listen me. Listen me, you know. Them tell me the they'll leave drop of water bottom of the rest. So it could be a warning within this guy.
For who? For me?
No, not for you, Rasta.
No, I say for me, I mean for the man who live now and the man who live 4,000 years ago.
Yeah, man, for all them people down the long time because
so the Bible can't. So the Bible make people get mixed down and mix up.
No, the Bible.
The Bible you quote, man. A Bible you quote, man.
No, I just a share things still, but because
no, you're not showing me nothing because you can't agree.
I'm not sure. I tell you something.
Yeah, you show me say.
The
people them run gone. No, the people them down there no gone.
You have no motor.
Yeah.
You have some youth nowadays.
Oh, that's going to make you healthy and wealthy. That me have.
Hold on, man. All right. Just show you a thing now, Carl. Sometimes they say, and them say, oh, elder, stay until me come back. I be sure some stay until come back.
Yeah.
Me not stay.
Yeah.
Simple. So, they say, such was it in the beginning, so shall it be in the end.
A foolishness that. What is the beginning and the end? You know the end. You know the end. You know the end. You know the end. No, me ask if you know it. If you know it.
I don't like to know it.
No, me ask if you like to know it. Me ask if you know it.
No, I man know that.
I know everything have end in a circle have no end, you know. 260 circle have no end.
What are that?
Anyway, we have to move.
No, go there, man.
We have to move.
You don't know me I talk about fire.
No, me don't know where you talk about. Me have to move, though. Me have to move, yeah?
All right.
Ready for it down there? Them not ready for it. All right, so, yeah, them reason there. Them reason there. I tell you what, I don't know who down there. I don't know who down there. The man really 4,000 years ago I talk about. Because I know there's something that go on in a film area. Why I'm talking about flea. In a film area I talk about. So I don't know how 4,000 years after now, I ever take the same story now and talk about some people who are fighting one another down there. So, where it don't have nothing to do with them. The people them are down there, so where the man said 4,000 years ago or 3,000 years ago, no have nothing to do with them people here, so you know. Nothing at all. So, I could say if we can't get these people, I take love to get them. Oyster. I don't like them coming in my life, that's all with them.
His Imperial Majesty got
up in that catching stadium in Montego Bay. Now over to Shamara Preston and Tristan Wilson. EL. What is this? What are you doing there?
Musa?
Yes, ma'am. How are you going?
Yeah, Musa, you hearing me?
I hear you.
All right. So as we come to you for the final time tonight,
I'm glad, very glad.
What are you going to do yourself? You come on your doors to me. You need to be yourself, man. So we're coming to you tonight for the final time, and we are still at the Blitz All Black. We're at Catherine Hall. Still early, yes, in the night, because as I said earlier, we still have the artists to perform. Stark, Ashley, and Valiant are still to grace the stage. So it's just a little warm-up vibe happening now. But I'm joined by someone. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself because he's my area from number one son, you know.
On the Rasta. Carl drop. And we drop with it too.
His Imperial Majesty.
Connected. But I'm joined by Desmond, and Desmond was telling me about his love for Area FM.
Yes. So I've been listening from inception, you know. I'm listening from Dion Mattis, Ron Mushet, all those people who passed through Area FM. So right now, I'm glad to be here on IRFM. Can make my voice heard. I never called the station yet from inception, but I listen.
Tell me about what you think about the vibe on the ground tonight.
Well, the vibe on the ground, I don't know. I don't think it's pick up yet. I mean, I've been to many shows, you know, and I see it get picked up before 12. But now it's after 1, and I don't see it pick up like that. I don't know when the artist grace the stage, it will get more better than how it be now. But the music is playing right, you know, but we need more patrons here. So I don't see a lot of patrons for a big thing like Sumfest. Well, maybe the people that might keep in their money for the main event on Friday and Saturday.
Which artists you are looking forward to seeing?
Tonight?
No, man. Friday, Saturday.
Oh, Friday? You know, so me really Skeng still more come to us Skeng go on with him thing. And Massacre go do that. Massacre. I'm more see where the real boss are going with. Because when him forward, me not see where I'm going with. Me I'm going to see it on social media. That's why me I go there. Me I come forward and come link up and see where I'm going with.
About Saturday night.
Well, Saturday night, I don't think I'm going to be there, but I'm going to listen to IFM to hear what is going on the ground.
All right, so here that this man is keeping it locked to RFM. So if you are hearing my voice, you should keep it locked to RFM as well. And remember to check out our social media. You can give the listeners our social media handles. All right, so on Instagram, it's RFM Official. On Facebook, at RFM. On TikTok, RFM 107. And on Twitter, formerly X at @R_FM. All right, so I'm throwing it back to you in Studio Muta for the final time. Thank you, Desmond, and keep listening to Area FM. So until tomorrow night, we should be at the Global Sound Clash. Tomorrow also we'll see performances from Young Brother Martin and Moelle. You know, she have the popular dance now, Shake It to the Max. So come on down if you want to see that. Friday night, we have Vibes Cartel, Massacre, Sting, Latin, who hasn't performed on a stage in Jamaica for quite some time, so that should be interesting. And then we move on to Saturday night. Remember to keep it up to RFM. We have links again tomorrow night, Friday night, and Saturday. But for the final time here tonight, on behalf of myself and Tristan Wilson, I'm throwing it back to you in Studio Muta.
Yes, that was a live outside broadcast from Reggae Sumfest Bliss. Happening at Catching Hall Stadium in Montego Bay. That was Shamara Preston and Tristan Wilson out there. Okay, so I want to tell you too that next week, Cutting Edge is outside on the road of a tavern. For those of you who know which part that there, 31 Tavern Avenue in a Kingston there. You go up a Papine way there and go down there, so and turn around and go around there, so down in the valley. So we are going to celebrate His Majesty's birthday live on the Cutting Edge next week. So that's July the 23rd, 2025.
Trying to mix up the original.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah, man, me there, man.
Oh, gosh, man, greetings, man. After all of them commercials, it's like them want to knock me out, man.
So it go.
Yeah, man, you're much rich, man. I never hear nobody get all of them kind of commercial in my life.
I know my radio station, you know, so when I talk about rich, if I was my radio station, I could have said rich. And the person who own the radio station.
Yeah, but me hang on, man. Me they are foreign. Now you're bridging, you know, the engineer, the conscious engineer, and boy, me I listen and you know Muta, me they are America, you know, the problem land, and up here so kind of wicked how them treat the people and things, and you know, me always listen you for the years, and yeah, me and you talk already, and Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica. Me don't even trust Jamaica with politics and things what them say. They want to you know, help people and these kind of things.
So they say you trust America, you trust America more, that you say.
No, man, I don't trust America. I don't trust them. I evilness up here, man. Them are, up here so wicked, man. Ice up here upon the people, man.
Fire.
The people,
ice fire too.
Yeah, man, fire, and then, you know, as an engineer, so, you know what I tell you, say, like the population, there's more Spanish people and these kind of people up here, more than us. And then, you know, them know, say, them have certain jobs and do certain things in America, and if they leave it like that, you know, exponentially, them are going to be so predominant in America and have certain things. So, you know, everybody has... Yeah. And then, you know, it's a science thing to unmatch. And when I talk about Trump, but it's not Trump. It's a regime up here, man. And the regime I say, yo, we have to get rid of certain people and control certain things worldwide. And, you know, that's what I did call to tell you, say, it's a world warning, man. Because they don't love none of us. They must see them not repopulate right. Certain people are come. They might get jobs. They might do certain things in America. And the more they progress, is the more certain white people naturally, they not get certain things. And
And that's the real war in Muta. And that's the real war. Yeah. And in Africa too, because the competition in the geopolitics is like, yo, America get weak and them no respect black people up there. So and none of I when I say China and Russia come in Africa and do certain things and I help the people and you know, like even little politicians on them, I don't want to be derogatory towards them. They rule with China because America now do nothing for them and they say them have developed these big highways and things like that. They don't even rate that either because them not help the people because, you know, as an engineer, them should have do more for agri-tech, agriculture and technology because Jamaica spend $1.3 trillion US on agriculture and 40% of that go to tourism and the next 40% to the people. So why Jamaica wouldn't try to help the country to be better in agriculture? I mean, hear them talk certain things and then to stop that because they lie too much. They're not help nobody to develop agriculture or agri-technology to make people better because that would be so lovely, not just the money, but we can go forward to the organic thing because me are bridging them to what they are Africa Muta and the youth them are going good, man. Them are try help out them country and do certain things and the country embrace them. But Jamaica now going good. And in this geopolitics thing, Muta, it's serious, I know. It's very serious because them are try control certain things.
So you're not come back to come help them. You're not come back to come help me.
No, them are disrespect the Muta. Come talk to some of them and not call them name, you know. And me as a...
Talk to them about what? What you talk to them about?
No, me show them certain things and tell them, say, me not call a boy names because him say I'm a minister.
No, no call them name, but me ask you where I show them. No call them name.
All right, so here the thing. Here the thing what me I show you, Muta. Agri-technology mean that we can do agriculture. How Jamaica, the land of wood and water, don't have water. And if you there like St. Elizabeth and certain places, Muta, water there under your feet, you just have to go just bring up the water from under there, dig some wells and stuff like that. And I talk to them about simple things like that and doing natural composting where we don't have to use fertilizer and spray pesticide on the land. Now, I've been doing things. I have things like that. Maybe I'm call out Kabu already and talk to her and certain things. I mean, know the struggle down there. But if you're a farmer, no, man, just spray the land and put the chemical on it because you can do natural composting and water under the ground. Or you source water or rainfall and do, you know, gravity feed. You know, Muta. It's like simple things. And I'm like, why Jamaica can't understand that thing and keep the land beautiful and natural? Because we don't need, you know, we don't need to talk about geothermal and big technology, but just natural, Muta, simple things where we can keep Jamaica beautiful and farmers survive. They can't do that. Rainfall. You have them big count there, rainfall in night. And water under the ground. A little well, you have to go down a couple 100 feet or meters over and deal with the distance and bring up the water. And you have solar panels what can pump up the water on some DC pump and you have it above ground and get rid of that. You know, Muta, this is like, it's not that difficult. And we not embrace these kind of nice, simple technology. We not have to go so deep, Muta. Just bring up the water, bring up the food, organic. You don't need chemical. You can compost natural food and waste and make that be in your compost thing. And you can do aquaponics, like you have a little fish farm out there, so and you feed on the fish farm and these things. Come here, bridging what they're Africa.
Well, you have people out there do that, you know. You have people out there do that too, you know. Yeah, people out there do
nice,
what
man.
you say.
Yeah, man, that's nice, man. And we need to spread that. Come here, bridging what they like gone and do them thing there because you know, like even we're bridging what they are Burkina Faso and then we're the Abraham Traore because we need protein and we need certain things and all the way. I'm a italist, so I not eat flesh, but some of them people need flesh and protein, and you can do aquaponics and these things, and you can do FPV to floating solar panels for water where you can aerate fish pond and the solar panel just, you know, give them some more air and you do more production. And I'm saying that to know, say, you can do like 3-4 more times the production what you get off a fish farm by aerating the water and these kind of things. But we need to deal with oil, organic intelligence, because the AI is not good for us. But we should do better than that, Muta. Even in a yard.
Maybe you them need to come help. Maybe you will need to help.
Yeah, and then, you know, me I go do that too, but me not like Jamaica too much like that. No, me have a family, I'm willing to help. But the politicians, them too corrupt. And then even when we come down there, they're not supporting certain things. But people, I'm just saying to the people, we can do better. And
where them not support? Where say them not support? Where you talk to them about when them not support it?
No, them not support it because them want...
Why you talk to them about where them not support? That may ask. Where you talk to them about? Where them not support?
No, the technology. Them are going like them not embrace the technology. You know what I'm saying? And then...
The Minister of Agriculture you talk to? The Minister of Agriculture you talk to?
Yeah, I'm not calling name, but yeah, of course.
No, the Minister of Agriculture, they know his name, no green him name. I can't call him, I think that's something you're going to talk about.
No, I send email to them. I'm going to talk to Pernell Charles Jr. And them boy that when them call and then say I do fisheries and all these kind of things. And these people are not embracing how to make life better. And then when I email them and I send them things. No, if I'm an engineer and out there in Jamaica, I do all these kind of things.
So you send them your resume and all that. You send them your resume and thing and tell them who you is.
Yeah, of course, because the technology is here. I'm in America. I'm helping people in America, Muta. And these people don't want to listen, Muta. And if you live in a country, Muta, and you're the king or the ruler, and all of your people are fools, you're the king of fools. Them no one, I don't feel like, you know, it's disappointing, but I don't feel like they want to help the people. God know. You know, Creator know, you know, whatever.
So which part you know? Which part you work? Which part you work?
No, me in New York, and we are working on some projects. I'm a move. They're from West Coast,
What kind of project?
California.
What kind of project?
Okay, so we're doing, all right, beautiful question. I'm doing RESAT, Renewable Energy Sustainable Agritech. So what that is like, you know, when you have land, Muta, you can put solar panels above the land where you can still farm the land underneath. That's called agrovoltaics. And I'm kind of leading that in a certain way. So agrovoltaics and I'm going to say it because, you know, IP, but I'm going to share it. So if you put the solar panels above the land, you can still farm the land. That means you can sell food, agriculture, and sell energy.
So that is what you do in America. So that is what you do in America. Which company you do it for?
Yeah.
Which company
we're doing it for OIT. No, Oregon Tech. We're doing it for the school, Oregon Tech.
In New York? In New York?
No, man, Oregon, they are, no.
Oregon. I think it's a company named Oregon Tech. Oregon. Portland, Oregon.
No, Oregon Tech. Yeah, I was designing that because it's called agri-voltaics, Muta. Because imagine you have the land and you can sell agriculture and you can sell food. Because what I believe in a Muta is like, if we can make the life for a farmer look so good, like if we can get land and tell a farmer, say, yo, We can give you water, electricity, Wi-Fi, and food. And then if you could encourage people to go into farming that kind of way. Imagine a farmer that can get water, electricity, Wi-Fi, and can go on, and we can feed him. Then we could develop back the agriculture in Jamaica. And agrivoltaics mean that's simple in a motor. We can use solar, but even if you run water in a motor, we have micro turbines. So even if you have a little stream, we can run something on it, micro turbine, give you back some little electricity, couple thousand kilowatt for your house or a community.
We have to move, we have to move what you want. You should have come back out here and get some like minds, because you have like minds like you, and start a business like that. That's what you should have done. But I guess you sit down in America. Your foot sit down in there already. You can't cement. You cement down your foot in America. You can't come out.
Yeah, I just want to say that. Yeah. Yes, brother. I just want to say that to you, because I call you already. I've been listening to you for years, you know. Yeah. I'm a big man, you know. I'm a senior, and I'm 9 years now, so I run it. And I just want to say that because we can do so much better, Muta. Yeah. And thank you so much for the time and the work that you do. But we want to step up. Here, Muta, we want to step up. Because we don't have to suffer. We can live good.
Really are going. How much of them there? How much of them there? Me hardly hear them, you know. But the one they grab me still. I think it's the second time he play upon a program.
Hear this? One Uptown TV. Yo, enough there, me I represent. Bang.